Don't they look good? I'm gonna take them off the grill, and I've had the steak resting, so I'm gonna try to plate up and take a bite. Hi everybody, it's Lynn again, and welcome back to my kitchen. How are y'all doing? I can't believe I'm here to do a third review of the Smokeless Power Grill that's as seen on TV, but here I am. Before we look at the grill itself again, I do want to say some things. I bought this grill and never having had this type of grill before, one that would work inside or electric. And when I got it, I immediately did the first video trying out the grill. So I'm no expert on these types of grills. I've never used another one of them, but I just thought I would take y'all along on my journey, learning how to use it and seeing whether it was any good or not. So I've had mine now for about 6 weeks, and I can say, you know, I like it a lot. I like it because it's easy to use, easy to clean, and I think it helps me make healthy food, which was one of my goals in getting the grill and starting to grill food again. So I do have a side note for that. When I went to my doctor in April for my annual checkup, my triglycerides were at 551, which was really high, so high that he couldn't give me the results from some of my other cholesterol tests. And so this was one way for me to try to get better control of that. And I'm happy to say that since that time, I've gotten down my triglycerides to 122. And I owe that partly to really a change in my eating. And one of the changes that I made was getting this grill. So we're going to take a look today. We're going to take a look at what parts compose the grill, and then I'm going to do a little cooking on it. Some of you have asked me different questions. I haven't done much meat cooking because I have been trying to lower my triglycerides and lower my cholesterol. So I've been cooking a lot of vegetables on the grill. So I wanted to show you some meats, and also I'm going to show you some shrimp. Shrimp also has a lot of cholesterol in it, so you know, these are things that I do sparingly, but I wanted to answer some of the questions that people had asked me in the other, after I did the other videos. So I hope this helps you. Let's take a look at the base of the grill. It's made of a hard plastic, and it does not get very hot during the cooking. Easy to touch, easy to move around, so it's very convenient in that respect. As we turn it over, we'll take a look at the back. We've got a back cover that comes off, and inside is the fan itself. Now this fan is easily removed, okay, but as you can see, because of the wiring, it's not something that you're going to put into the dishwasher to clean. It just needs to be wiped clean. It fits snugly in to the component when you're done complete cleaning. Okay. Now, the back cover itself on my unit fits nicely when the unit is cool. But however, almost every time that I use it, when I lift up the entire unit to bring it inside or move it from counter to counter, the back pops off because of the expansion of the material. It just does not attach as nicely as I would like it. But however, this doesn't change much about the use of the grill overall. doesn't change how much I like the grill. Okay, so let's flip it back over. The water pan. The water pan sits in the base of the grill, and this was one of the things that I had to learn about. As someone who doesn't read directions very well, I had to learn this from one of the viewers, that when we put water in the water pan, in conjunction with the fan, this is what helps keep the smoke out of the room. I don't know the science behind it, but after I tried it, I can see how much better the grill works, and I get a lot less smells in the house afterwards. Now, it just sits down in the bottom, and today, based on what one of the commenters asked, I'm going to try using a wine in the water pan instead of water to see how the flavor might improve in the steak that I'm going to grill today. Next, we have the heating element itself. Now, it fits down into the base of the grill. It should never be put into the dishwasher. And as you can see, this is the formation of the grill element. So one of the things that you can see is most of the heating is in here. So when we put the grill plate in, this is why the ends of the grill plate do not get as hot as the center of the grill plate does. Usually that doesn't make too much difference, but it does, you know, just as we might on our outside grills take where the heat comes in consideration, we have to do that with this grill as well. On this grill, we've got the controls over here. We've got the control power for the heating unit, and then we've got the fan control here. One of the things that people asked me about was using this, the thermostat, the controls. Okay, it goes 220, 250, 320, 350, 300, 450. I almost always use the high ends of this, okay? I usually, when I'm getting ready, I heat it up to the top, which reads 450, but seems to say that it goes by the marks here that it might heat up actually higher. I'm not sure of that. I haven't tried using a thermometer in here to really check this. This is a 1200 watt heating element, and if you look at the Power Grill online page, you can see that they have available now a 1500 watt unit that is an option that you can choose when you're ordering your grill online. I don't know if these are available in stores. As I've said, I've seen these in Walmart, but I believe they're just like mine, and that you get, you know, the 1200 watt unit off the shelves. If I were to do it again, I would probably get the 1500 unit, just because from what I read online, that it enables you to adjust the heat more precisely, and also because it says that the heat is more stable, because that is one of the things that I would say, it's not a complaint, but one of the things that you just have to reckon with is that when you do put your food on the grill, especially if it's a lot of food, it's going to bring that temperature down. As well as the fan itself brings the temperature of the grill plate down when it's running. That's why sometimes I like to use it outside and not use the fan itself, because it just helps keep the heat up more, and it just depends on what we're cooking. I found that I need a higher heat a lot of times when I'm cooking vegetables. Here is the metal drip pan. Okay, now it goes in above the heating element itself. And although I talked about the heating element before, this needs to go in first. Okay, and as you can see, it does stain up a little bit. It's aluminum. I wash it all the time in the dishwasher, and sometimes I might use one of those non-abrasive pads to clean it a little more, but this kind of metal is just going to stain with time. There's no doubt about that. I've had this grill now for about 6 weeks, so, you know, I suppose if you use some steel wool, you could get it absolutely clean, but I don't find the necessity in that. So now we've got the heating element back in again. It fits on above the drip pan. Okay, so you can see the element against the pan here. This is the grill plate itself. It's I do believe it's cast iron or something very similar. It's a non-stick surface here, and I always wash it in the dishwasher. It comes out pretty clean. I might need to take a little plastic brush at times just to get some of the grilled on element afterward off, but it cleans up very nicely. It's one of the things that I like best about this grill is how well it cleans up. Now finally we've got the glass cover. It does have a rubber or some other kind of similar seal around it to help keep the heat in as we're using it. It has a metal handle, and I can say from experience that when you have the grill on very hot and have the cover on for a long time, it will get hot, and you do need to have a pot holder or something to lift it off when you're using it. Now, at first when I got the grill, I didn't want to use it in the dishwasher. I was a little bit afraid about how this seal would wash and wear, but since just for time's sake, I started washing it in the dishwasher, and there's no problem, and it comes out very, very clean. And then finally, we've got the electrical cord. So this is what I got when I got my order, and this is what I've been using. And as you can see, even after 6 weeks, it's pretty nice and, you know, stayed really nice and clean. I've got the wine open, and I'm going to pour some into the water pan. I've got it about half full. I think that'll be enough. I've got the grill heating up, and as you can see by the lights on the thermostat, I've got the heat up all the way. I do have the fan running. This is one of the things that we wanted to try to see how it cooked. And what we're going to try today for the first part, I've got a nice, it's probably about a 12-ounce Kansas City strip steak, and you can see it's nice and marbled. I haven't done anything with it. I haven't marinated it or anything. I've just brought it out and letting it get to room temperature. I'm going to grate on some sea salt and spray on a little bit of olive oil before I put it on the grill. The grill is hot now. I'm going to kick down the heat a little bit, and I'm going to put that steak right in the middle of the grill. While the steak is cooking, I'm getting the other part of our surf and turf supper together. I've had 4 wild ocean shrimp. You can see they're pretty large. I've had them marinating in a kind of chimichurri sauce. And here we've got the steak cooking on the grill. It doesn't cook probably as fast as it would on the outside grill on the propane or briquettes, but as you can see, it's still sizzling away, and it also does smell delicious. As I said, I haven't had beef for a while, so I know it's going to taste good. The steak seems to be ready. I'm going to take it off the grill and put it on a plate and cover it with aluminum foil to rest while I cook the shrimp. The shrimp are on the grill and you can see them sizzling. They won't take long for them to cook. They just need to change color. I'm going to put the lid back on. So here's a nice little Friday night supper. I've got the grilled steak, and this is probably more well done than some of you might like. It's still a little pink inside. I've got a couple of the grilled shrimp, and alongside I've got my cooked chimichurri sauce for dipping, and then a little side salad with tomatoes, cucumbers, lettuce, and some almonds, just to keep on the healthy side. And as you can see, I've divided the steak in half, and I'm going to keep 2 of the shrimp aside, maybe have those for lunch for tomorrow. So let's try them. So I wanted to try the steak first and see whether we really did add any flavor from the wine. Maybe a little. The taste is very nice. It's tender, has a really good flavor to it. But I can't say that I can really taste the wine in it. Okay, now we've got a big hunk of that shrimp with some of the nice chimichurri sauce on it. Let's give that a try. Really nice taste to it. A little bit of bite from the hatch pepper that I put in the sauce, but so good. Annie and I just got back from our evening walk, and one of the things I wanted to say about using the water in the water pan is even with meat, when I open the back door, I'm not bombarded by that smell of cooking or cooked meat like I am sometimes when I cook meat in the oven or cook meat over the stove. As I've said before, I don't have the best vent in my kitchen, and I really just don't like having that smell. So one of the things that I can say is I probably will use the grill more inside now that I know better how to use it. Make sure to put water in that water pan because the smoke will filter back through and we'll get less of that in the air. I'm going to put my little recipe for the chimichurri sauce that I used with the shrimp down below in the description. And if you like these videos, I'm going to have more. I hope the next time that I will can talk to you about how I lowered my triglycerides in 3 months, besides changing my habits and putting the power grill in use, because that's one thing that has helped me. If you do like this video, would you like it down below? That would be great. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, that would be super too. I didn't know that people were going to be so interested. I'm really surprised. One of the things that I can tell you, anything that I show on here, I'm just showing. I don't have any plans to make my channel commercial. That's not important to me. I just enjoy it, and I'm enjoying learning how to make the videos, and I'm going to keep trying to make them better, make them more interesting for you. So we'll see y'all soon. Nos vemos.